Yo, welcome back to Real Culture. It's your boy JL, the film guy. As usual, follow me on Instagram. Um, Today we'll be doing a movie called Dolittle. Yeah, I will be giving you my opinion on Dolittle. Now it's not Dr. Dolittle for some reason. It's just Dolittle. Anyway, this movie stars Robert Downey Jr. This is what he chose to do after he was an Avenger. He was Iron Man all those years. He chose to be Dolittle. Now I'm gonna let you know if that was a good decision or a bad decision. I don't know. Anyway, we start this movie off. Robert Downey Jr. is married. His wife and him take adventures, and pretty much they're on this one adventure. Yada yada yada. His wife ends up dying on the adventure. So movie time. He gets real depressed and everything, and now he's just chilling at home with the animals that him and his wife rescued when they was on their missions. These animals, it's a lot of great voice talent in this. The main animal, which is a bird, name is Polynesia. She's played by Emma Thompson. You also got his best friend, like the one that his main man named Chi Chi. It's a gorilla named played by Rami Malek. It's a lot of other ones, man. You got this Doug Octavia Spencer voices her, and he has like this dog that's his guy, played by Tim Holland, which is named Jip. But that's the animals, whatever. But anyway, they're with him, you know what I mean? They're just like doing the run-of-the-mill things. Every day he wakes up depressed, he let himself go. He misses his wife. It's understandable that animals are there for him, consoling him. But on the other side, this other story is this little boy. He's out with his family and they're hunting. They're telling him to shoot like this deer or something. He gets scared. He ends up shooting this squirrel. Hit the squirrel. The squirrel is voiced by Craig Robinson. So he ended up picking up the squirrel, taking the squirrel to Doolittle's spot, and then, convincing Doolittle to help the squirrel. He ended up showing you, like, talking to animals and stuff. The boy's amazed. He's so thrilled that, like, he's seeing Doolittle work his magic. The animals is helping. But to the boy, the animals are making regular sounds, and Doolittle is talking to him. Like, it's a whole thing, whatever. They end up fixing the squirrel. He ended up joining the team. The boy ended up hanging around Doolittle, whatever. Now, this is the third part of this story. This little girl comes. I guess she's like royalty. Her mother or aunt or her sister, whoever, is the queen. Queen is sick. Don't nobody know what's wrong with the queen. So the queen ends up sending for Doolittle. Doolittle, he didn't want to go at first, but everybody ended up convincing him. He finally goes. He ended up saying he can help her. Blah, blah, blah. He goes on a mission, and that's our story. I'm going to tell you what I didn't like about this movie. CGI was terrible. I don't know how you make a movie that's 95, maybe, no, I'll say 85% CGI, and you don't get that right. Like, most of the movie is CGI. All the animals and everything, they're CGI. So how you not focus on that the most? You know what I'm saying? Then second, it was just like too much voice talent in this movie, man. It was just like, it was too much voice talent for this movie to be so corny. I know it probably wasn't made for me. It was made for kids, but I wouldn't even want my kid to see this. Like, it was just too goofy. It was corny, but it was, like I said, it was too much talent in this movie. Another storyline in this, you had like I said, his friend, the gorilla, like, he was just scary, but you knew where that was going. You knew at some point he was going to be this scary guy, always scared of everything. You knew he was going to get courage, and he was going to finally step up to the plate and do something at the end, ex machina, where he saves the day, and that happened. Like, you knew he was going to save the day. You knew that was going to happen at some point. Then you had the villains. They were just over the top. The villains that's always doing this and twirling their mustache, like all that stuff. Like, it was just like, it was too corny. Like, certain people was underused. Like, you had Ralph Fiennes. Ralph Fiennes is an Oscar-nominated actor. Like, he's dope. He's playing this tiger in this thing called Barry. And it was like, he was underused. He was in the movie for like 3 minutes. Then you had Antonio Banderas in the movie. It's like, he played Doolittle's wife's dad. So you knew that dynamic was in it. He didn't like, oh, you killed my daughter, blah, blah, blah stuff. And it was just like, he was underused, and that was, you knew that was going to, you knew what the twist on that was going to be. He was going to end up, reconciling with Doolittle and, helping him in a certain way. And I don't know if anybody care about, Selena Gomez, but she was in the movie for a minute. She was underused. So it was just like all the big actors and stars were underused. Also, another thing I didn't like, the little boy started figuring out how to talk to animals. So it was like, okay, now you're not making Dolittle special. That was what's special about Dolittle. He can talk to animals and nobody else could. Not this little boy know how to do it. Now it's just something you can pick up and learn and ain't special anymore. You took the magic away from Dolittle. Now it's not even special because now this little kid can do it. And it's like, okay, if you can teach him or he can figure it out, then anybody can. And that was corn. That was corny to me. The end of the movie was bad. They end up fighting a dragon, yo. It was a dragon in this movie. Like, Dolittle helped a dragon. A dragon. Like, once they got to the dragon, like, it was always like regular animals, but a dragon? I was off of it. The only thing I can take from this movie is this polar bear named Yoshi, played by John Cena, and this ostrich named Pipton, played by Kumail Nanjiani. Like their bantering back and forth was decent. I can take it. So anyway, with that being said, my rating on this movie, you already know what it is. This movie's trash. And I have nothing else to say. So with that being said, have any of you guys seen Dolittle? Do any of you guys care about Dolittle? Do anybody want to see Dolittle? Like, if you have, share it with me. Also, like and comment on my videos as well. And also subscribe to this channel. And with that being said, check out everything else I do. And peace and goodbye.